Hi dear students, welcome to our next class. In last class you learned about grouping of living things, flowering and non-flowering plants, how to group them, and with examples you learned. And in today's class you are going to learn about the animals, how the animals are further divided based on their backbone. So these are the new things you are going to learn in today's class. Grouping the animals based on their backbone. Some animals are having backbone, some animals are not having backbone. So how to identify them? What are the features shown by the animals which have backbones and which do not have backbone? What we call them scientifically? These are the things you are going to learn in today's class. So before knowing that, we'll see what are the keywords, and to do the activity, what things we are needed, we'll see once. So you need your content book. As usual, your content book you need to complete your activity, and you also need the worksheet 5.3 worksheet and your notebook. These things are needed to do your activity. Now we will see the keywords. What are the new words you are learning in this particular topic? We'll see. The first one is vertebrate. V-E-R-T-E B-R-A-T-E vertebrate means vertebrate meaning animals with backbones. The animals which have backbone known as vertebrate, and invertebrate invertebrate means animals without backbones. Animal without backbone known as invertebrates. And next one, exoskeleton. exo skeleton, skeleton, exoskeleton, hard outer covering, hard outer covering of the body known as exoskeleton. So these are the new three scientific words you are going to learn in this particular LP. So we are going to do one fun activity. You need your notebook to complete this. Just go through the picture, how they are different from each other. Make a tableau column in your notebook. Write heading as activity and identify these animals. Look at the image what I am showing to you and try to find out what are the differences between these animals. So the first picture shows about birds. So birds, do they have backbone? Do they have strong structure? Yes. So the birds are having backbone, and they are also having a skeleton. Internal bony structure is there. In birds lesson you learnt that the birds are having hollow bones. That means they are having skeleton, internal skeleton. So they are laying the eggs. Birds lay the eggs. This already you know. And the next picture shows about zebra. The next picture what you are able to see? Zebra. Are the zebras laying the eggs? No, they won't lay the eggs. They are directly giving birth to the babies. Now I write these points in your tableau column. Wherever you are doing the activity, the first picture you have seen the birds. So about birds, write 1 point. And the next picture you had seen zebra, animals. So these zebras are giving birth to the babies. Birds are laying eggs. And next, when you come to identify this image, yes, you are right, it's a butterfly. And you also learned butterfly life cycle before. So how the butterflies are giving babies? Are they laying eggs or are they directly giving birth to babies? Yes, of course, you know this. They are laying eggs. When the eggs are hatched, the new butterflies comes out. You know that. So, does it have any skeleton? Does it have a strong body like the animals which you had seen, just like zebras and all? No. So it's not having backbone. Then come to the next animal. This is chameleon. So this chameleon also have a strong structure, and you can see at the back side of this chameleon a long bone present. This is called as backbone, which is giving support and strength to this animal. So even this chameleon also have backbone, and even zebra have backbone. Birds are having backbone. Only butterfly do not have backbone. Now we will find out these all things. Note down in your activity whatever you are observing. Apart from this, if you observe anything more else, you can please note down in your activity. And next picture, what is this picture about? The last picture is about, can you identify which animal is it? Yes, it is frog. And you know, does the frog have any backbone? Yes, of course. It's also getting support from its backbone. So frog is also having backbone. You write all the animals which you are seeing in this image which are having the backbones. All these animals write at one side in your activity, and the animals which do not have backbone write in another column. Okay, so in that the frog is also having backbone, so it's getting support by its backbone. And the next picture is well known picture for this everybody knows. This is a fish. Fish lives in water, and it's breathing the oxygen which is dissolved in the water. In water some oxygen is dissolved, that oxygen it's breathing. So it's also have a backbone, a bony structure it has. Who eats the fish curry, they will understand very well. The spines will be when you are eating the fish, so those are nothing but the backbone of the fishes. Even fish has backbone. And how the fish is the fish laying eggs or giving directly birth to the babies? It's laying eggs. And what about the frog? Frog is also laying eggs, not directly giving birth to the babies. Even butterflies also laying eggs. And only the in this picture only zebras are giving birth directly birth to the babies, right? So now based on this, we will discuss what all you learnt from this activity. Before discussing, you just see the video and you will learn more about the animals with backbone and without backbone. So how these animals are different from each other when they had backbone, when they do not have backbone. Okay, once we'll see that by observing this picture and the video. The animals which have backbone are known as vertebrates, and the animals which do not have backbone are known as invertebrates. So the vertebrates have backbone, whereas invertebrates do not have backbone. Backbone gives support to the animals. It gives support for them. And here a crocodile and the butterflies you are able to see. So the butterflies do not have the backbone, whereas crocodile have its backbone. Now watch the video.
Animals that have backbones are called vertebrates, while the animals that do not have backbones are called invertebrates. Vertebrates have hard internal skeleton, while some invertebrates have exoskeletons. Vertebrates can be oviparous and viviparous, while most invertebrates are oviparous.
So, from this video, what you are understanding, some birds,
Animals that
many animals have backbone for them. They are having backbone. So, which are having backbone, they are known as vertebrates. Animals which have backbone are known as vertebrates. Animals which do not have backbone
are
are known
called
as
vertebrates,
invertebrates.
while the animals that
So these worms and insects do not have any backbone to get support. So these type of animals are known as invertebrates.
do not have backbones are called invertebrates. Vertebrates have
So vertebrates are having some hard skeleton. Skeleton meaning the bony structure. The bony structure of the body is known as skeleton. The bony structure, that means they are having strong bones for supporting them. So how these bones are all connected to the backbone, you can see all these animals which have backbone are having bony structure, that's called as skeleton. So they all are having strong hard internal skeleton. These are having internal skeleton. All the vertebrates have internal skeleton, whereas
while
some invertebrates, most of the vertebrates only have the skeleton, but some animals like snail, when you see the snail, even snail also have some skeleton, but it is outside the body. Just now in invertebrates you had seen the skeleton inside the body, whereas in snail the skeleton is outside the body. A hard skeleton is present outside the body. Wherever the skeleton is outside the body, that skeleton is known as exoskeleton. So the snail is having exoskeleton. It is invertebrate, but it has skeleton.
Exoskeletons. Vertebrates can be
So vertebrates, some vertebrates give birth to babies by laying eggs. So the animals which are laying eggs, they are known as oviparous. Oviparous animals. The animals which are giving birth to babies directly, they are known as viviparous animals. Viviparous, oviparous, oval shape. The eggs are in oval shape. That's why they got name as oviparous. And viviparous means directly giving birth to babies. Both are vertebrates. Both are have internal skeleton, hard skeleton. Both are having backbone. But giving birth is only different in oviparous and viviparous. Oviparous are laying eggs.
and viviparous, while most invertebrates are oviparous.
So most of the insects, most of the invertebrates are laying eggs. By laying eggs, they'll give birth to the babies. Which animals have backbone? You know this answer very well. You know n number of examples you had seen. So you can write by your own children the animals which have backbone, like fish, like frog, snakes, lizards, and mammals. Mammals means which give birth to the babies directly. They are mammals. So all this comes under vertebrates. They are having backbone. That's why they are known as vertebrates. Which do not have backbone, they are invertebrates. Now, next question. How else are the vertebrates different from the invertebrates? You know very well, just now we discussed vertebrates have hard internal skeleton. You had seen in the picture how their skeleton is. And whereas invertebrates do not have internal skeleton, they have exoskeleton. Outside the body, they have skeleton, and most invertebrates lay the eggs, whereas vertebrates, some animals lay the eggs, some animals give directly to birth to the young ones. Understood? So unlike invertebrates, most vertebrates have well developed organ system. That means most of the vertebrates have different organ systems like digestive system, respiratory system, transport system, like that. Developed organ systems are present in vertebrates. That is also one of the feature of vertebrates. Now you make this tableau column in your notebook, children. Activity discussion. This based on the activity you are inferring these 2 points. What are the differences between vertebrates and invertebrates? Note down in your notebook neatly by your own words what you understood. So vertebrates means with backbone, whereas invertebrates means without the backbone. And vertebrates have hard skeleton, whereas invertebrates no skeleton, but many have an exoskeleton. They do not have internal skeleton, but external exoskeleton is present. Most of the vertebrates, maybe they lay the eggs or directly give birth to young ones, but invertebrates all will lay the eggs only. Well developed organ system present in vertebrates, no organ systems in invertebrates. So these are the differences you understood from the activity, and you please note down this column in your notebook, children, and you can write by your own what you understood, what differences you found between vertebrates and invertebrates. Why do you think invertebrates are considered less developed than vertebrates? Why? Because vertebrates invertebrates do not have well developed organ system, internal skeleton is not there for them, and developed brain like vertebrates also. They do not have the well developed brain like vertebrates. This is why invertebrates are considered less developed. Their development is not well like vertebrates. That's why they are considering as less developed than the vertebrates. Now we'll try to find out the answers for workbook. You write these answers by your own, children. Here a help box is there. Sort these animals into vertebrates and invertebrates. You are supposed to do this answer by your own. Just for first one or two I will help you, and then you carry on. So is tortoise having a skeleton? Yes. So you write tortoise under vertebrates. And does the centipede have skeleton? Centipede picture, you know, it has a number of legs. So and it doesn't have any backbone. So you can write this under the invertebrates. And earthworm, no backbone. Shark, have backbone. Humans, that you know very well. Mosquitoes do not have a backbone. So under the particular column, you write these answers, children. And the next one, read the features of animals from the table. Based on the feature, write if the animal is a vertebrate or invertebrate and give an example for each. This you have to write by your own, children. Just I'll give you a clue for you. soft body and no backbone, or they have only exoskeleton. So what we call such type of animals? These are the futures for vertebrates or invertebrates. Definitely they are invertebrates because have exoskeleton. One example you can give by your own, any invertebrate name. Yes, anything you can write like mosquito, housefly, bed bug, so many, snail. Animals with backbone. They are definitely, you know very well, they are vertebrates. And you give any example, n number of examples you had seen in the lesson. And animals with the exoskeleton, they have outside skeleton, they are invertebrates, of course. So you exo means immediately you should remember the snail. Yes, exactly, the snail is having exoskeleton. An animal with developed organ system, which are having vertebrates. So give one example for vertebrates. Write these answers by your own children. And the last question, write one reason why invertebrates are less developed than the vertebrates. Just now we discussed the brain has not so developed in invertebrates like vertebrates. So that's why they are less developed than the vertebrates. I just gave a clue for you. Based on this, you write your answer up to one or two sentences, children. And now once we will see what are the practice questions discussed in this lesson, we'll see now. What are the more practice questions given? We'll see. Okay. True or false? Snail is an example of vertebrate. Huh? Is it vertebrate snail? Exoskeleton. It has exoskeleton. You know that which have exoskeleton, they all comes under invertebrates. While fish is an example of invertebrate. Is fish invertebrate? No. So the answer what will come? You write by your own. Frogs have backbone while crab do not have backbone. Yes, frog is having backbone. So you write your answers either true or false. Next one, how are animals classified as vertebrates and invertebrates? Based on their backbone. This is just a hint for you children. You write your own answer. Write the differences between vertebrates and invertebrates. Any three differences you write. Stuti bought these animals to cook different dishes, fish, prawns, and crabs. From which animals will she remove the bones and why? Prawns will have the bones? No, you find out. Fish definitely have the bones, and crabs do not have. So, based on that, you identify and write second and third answers in your notebook, children. And before doing this, you once read page number 36 from textbook, content book, lesson you read once and then do your work. Okay? Page 37 and 36 you read from textbook, then you do this practice questions and workbook questions, then send the pics to me children. Thank you.